Yes, just very briefly point. I am sorry to be interrupting and taking time of others. I hope I'm not. But, I must say this at the outset. I have profound respect for Prasenjit Basuda, and he's like my elder brother to me. But I profoundly, if I may disagree with him on two counts. Number one, on this issue, I've already said that I agree with this decision of demonetizing, quote unquote, the 2000 rupee note. I agree with it because it's very different from what happened in 2016. Now, just give me a minute, Rahul, because it's very important why I disagreed with what happened in 2016, the demonetization. Let me first give you the facts, and then let me give you a little bit of philosophy of why, because I think that's also equally important. Now, why do I believe that demonetization in 2016 was independent India's greatest economic and social disaster? Because none of the objectives it meant to realize were realized, and everything that resulted from it would have resulted using nudge economics during a normal course of a nation's path to development, including more people in the tax net and higher digital payment figures. Our tax to GDP ratio right now is 11%, still what it was before demonetization. 5 million lost their jobs, MSMEs were destroyed, fake currency RBI detected turned out to be 0.002% of the total. Our cash to GDP ratio right now is 14% more than pre-demonetization level. Our currency in circulation is now 31 lakh crores, 71% higher than on the day Modi declared demonetization. And as TMC leaders will vouch, it is easier to stock black money now as we have an even higher denomination. Now, let me come to the philosophical point, because that is so important, and that is what drew ire from me. What was most painful to watch, Rahul, during demonetization was the untold suffering of millions of poor Indians. And they were made to suffer by rich Indians, intellectuals and academics and bureaucrats and sycophants fed on sepia-tinted notions that honesty and prosperity can be brought about only by a nanny state. Theirs was a heady mix of pride in their ignorance of human history and adherence to social Darwinism, a mottled concept that misreads evolutionary adaptation for its nefarious means, predisposing in its proponents the rationalizing of suffering and the concept of the greater good. One thing you must realize is that social Darwinism is ideologically agnostic. Both left and right partake in it because both feel they have the right to dictate the greater good. They have the right to make others suffer for this greater good. That is the problem, Rahul.
Well, we are also going to be joined by former Chief Economic Advisor, K.V.